I love influencing people at a mass scale. It's a lot of responsibility, but quite frankly, I was born to do it. One thing I also love is when people who make videos on the internet or post pictures of themselves call themselves influencers. They do have a lot of influence, but what are you doing? Today we're going to be talking about some wacky, zany things that influencers have been doing that we've been picking up on. It's really interesting, guys. It's really interesting. There's some bizarre stuff to behold in this quality video. Also, I'm shirtless and sweaty because it's 90 degrees in my room currently, and I've got me a cold Dr. Pepper to stay hydrated. See Paula Gonu, the influencer that cannibalized herself. Auto-cannibalism is a thing that influencers do now. I love food. You guys love food. Most everyone loves food. But some food you can't eat, mainly your pets and yourself. Now, is that right or wrong? I'm not the judge. I'm not the judge of that, guys. Paula found a truly alternative source of food and fuel for consumption. She's got a bit of a unique way of looking at the world, too. It's sort of worrisome for some people like myself, normal people. Paula recently revealed a bit of a dark side to her followers, guys. She went on the Club 113 podcast and talked about a bunch of stuff that people like to think that other people like to hear them talk about. And it's also in a different language, so I can't even understand any of it at all. Tu eres mujer, mugu gai pan. But thanks to my ability to stand on the shoulders of giants and the hard work of a bunch of just idiots, chronic internet users, it's been translated for dumbasses like myself. She talks about how she had knee surgery, and there's a few parts of the story that are a bit bizarre. Firstly, she asked if she could watch the surgery be performed and use only local anesthetics and ask him questions while he was doing it. That's baller. She's a Navy SEAL, dude. She's in the teams. This is crazy. At the end of the surgery, the doctor asked if she wanted to keep the cartilage that was removed from her knee, and she said yes, yes. And the doctor put it in like a little urine sample flask and filled it with alcohol to keep it preserved as long as she wanted. But it only lasted a week. She couldn't help herself. Like Goldmember and Skin. She ate her own cartilage.
Yes, quickly, thank you. Saves me from myself.
She ate it. She made pasta out of it. She ate her own knee cartilage in bolognese. Now that, to be honest, guys, this isn't dumb or idiotic. This is baller. I really like this a lot. I think this is awesome, and I think there should be more influencers like this. It's just cannibalism, auto-cannibalism, eating yourself. That's not even that weird, is it? I mean, I sure would suck and myself if I could, but this isn't really a new thing. By the way, you've probably heard of people eating their own placentas after giving birth, which is equally as bizarre. I think there's a couple mammals that eat their own placentas, and now humans just use the false logic of an appeal to nature to think that anything that happens in nature is good, which there is, a rationality there, but at the same time, now, the Lord does say that cannibalism is an abomination. I learned that from Holy Spirit Television, a person that commented on the podcast. I didn't realize there was anything about eating yourself in the Bible, to be honest. Apparently, it's a demonic thing. I feel like it sort of makes sense. I think it's kind of a funny joke, and this is not a very idiotic thing. Hilarious and cool and interesting, but not really that, definitely weird too, but I would do it. If I had my own meniscus, I would eat it. Now, this thing is something that we found that I think is very interesting and probably will become a common thing. I know Amaranth is now doing it, and I want you guys to be the judge as to how insane this is, how idiotic this is, how bizarre this is. How valuable is your time to you? How much do you value talking to e-girls? Do you enjoy it? Do you like that? When you go on OnlyFans and they're talking to you, in reality, it's a 19-year-old intern. That's actually a man, a corn-fed man from Illinois who just needed some quick cash and a job and decided to work for an OnlyFans influencer. I know one that has men who respond as women. How awesome is that? A business-savvy Snapchat and Instagram influencer named Karen Marjorie has kind of taken this to the next level. Instead of using corn-fed country boys to make people horny, she uses AI. It's the perfect grift. Passive income, no effort at all. Genius. Genius, dude. Genius. It's hard to hate. It's crazy that we live in this world. Now, what exactly do I mean by this? It's bizarre. It's complicated, and I need to explain. You know about AI, I assume. Its popularity is at an all-time high. There is writing AI like ChatGPT and Bard, and then there's image-based AI like Midjourney. There's even AI to generate TikTok clips for your videos. There's AI generated commercials, AI generated movie trailers. Me as an AI, generated specifically by an AI. Karen has just made an AI version of herself. Now that sounds fucking absolutely insane. It's literally an AI companion. You've seen Replica? Maybe there's an ad for it I see every now and then on TikTok and Instagram, which it's free to talk to. It's kind of cool, but you can also pay money and talk to it in a sexual way. You can develop a romantic relationship with something that's not even real. Wow. That sounds really fun. I'm going to do that tonight, guys, in my bed, laying in a pool of sweat. AI companions, it's weird. It's like you're talking to this little creature and it's giving you the little things you need. The little hits of dopamine and serotonin and norepinephrine whenever it tells you you're sexy. It gets you a little adrenaline. I'm getting stimulated by an AI. This seems demonic. This is more demonic than eating your own meniscus, I'd have to say. This has got to be the loneliest thing I've ever witnessed in my whole life. I would love to try it out, to be honest with you. As weird as it may be for some of us who have Riz to not actually be able to talk to real women and have copious amounts of sex appeal, me, not everyone is #blessed. And the success of this app kind of shows that. This thing, it makes about $2 million a month. Are you fucking shitting me? Are you blowing my load right now? Are you pulling my tip? Are you reverse engineering my phalange? What? But Karen saw the market here, AKA Mrs. McDuck. She wanted her own slice of that AI companion pie. She already has thousands of people beta testing her new app, which has somehow been featured on Fortune, Yahoo Finance, and Insider. What the fuck? What the fuck? You can just get on that for doing nothing, apparently. Unlike Replica, you can't talk to Karen AI for free. It's $1 a minute. And it's not even her. That is, imagine the level of narcissism you would need to have to think that this is a cool thing to do, to just steal. By the way, I'm not being critical of this person specifically. I'm being critical of this idea. If this were to be me, if I were to come up with this idea, this is what would go through my head. Okay, I'm providing a value that is to talk to me. Why is talking to me valuable? It's not. Why is talking to a version of me that isn't even actually me valuable at all? I'm charging people $1 a minute. Average conversation, say 10 minutes. $10 to talk to a version of me that's not even real. I think I'm an asshole for even thinking this idea, but it's extremely lucrative. Literal girlfriend software. $1 a minute for literal girlfriend software, dude. Genius, but oh my God, what the fuck is happening to humanity? What won't AI take from us? It's taking our job, not my job. It's taking jobs. It's taking a need to be creative. You can just generate stuff like concept artists are just probably scared right now. Midjourney is incredible. You know, artists are still numero uno, in my opinion. There's very little cause for fear mongering. Human beings will always do it better. There's still a place for you no matter what. Don't be afraid. You'll be okay. Just continue to strive, continue to be better. It's now taking our need for social connection. That is absolutely bonkers. Are we gonna get an AI mommy and an AI daddy soon? Please give me that option. I need to be able to connect with my parents. Now, like I said, I don't intend to be incredibly critical of this idea. I think any creator or anyone should be able to monetize their thoughts, ideas, whatever they want to do. And if people are voluntarily paying for something, oh well, they're idiots, right? You know, like buying meth. This is definitely a new and unique way for a creator to monetize. You have standard brand deals, partnerships. I have Sour Boys candy and like merch and stuff like that. And a new thing that's actually coming. And also Sour Boys is coming back very soon. Shh. Don't tell anyone. This is late in the video. Don't tell anyone. I have a candy company that's coming back soon. I won't speak anymore, but we're brewing something, guys. I've got IBS, and instead of in my guts, it's in my business. I've also got a book club coming, which is kind of cool. Do you guys think that this is a genius way to monetize this AI thing? Do you think it's respectable? Do you think it's less respectable? It definitely capitalizes on parasocial relationships, which a lot of people think are bad. It's preying on the loneliness of humanity and the need for social connection, which I think we are incredibly socially connected creatures. I think we need social connection. I need it bad. I've been happy since I've been living with my I have 3 wives now. I'm polyamorous, and I've started a cult. To me, at like $1 a minute seems like a bit of a grift, you know? If it's your own time, that kind of makes sense a little bit because time is value, but Bruh, $60 an hour to talk to a fucking AI that isn't even real. That's crazy, man. Don't buy this. Don't buy this. You're an idiot if you buy this. Don't buy it. Also, she's made $70,000 in like a week from this already, which is great. Good for her, man. That is actually pretty awesome. I have a question for all of you. What do you guys think is the weirdest? Eating a part of yourself or selling a fake version of yourself to fill people's need of loneliness? And also, if I started an influencer AI of myself, would you talk to it? Be honest.